The police in Enugu State have said they have launched a manhunt for the gunmen who attacked the office of the Independent National Electoral Commission in Enugu and killed a police officer deployed in the commission's office. The first spokesperson in the state, Daniel Ndukwe, said the State Commissioner of Police, Ahmed Amani, gave the directive to the operatives after the gunmen killed a police officer and raised security house at the office. Larry, it's becoming a pattern. And
it is not becoming a pattern. It's a pattern.
The security man that would... Now, was it a case of just one policeman that was manning that INEC office? I don't understand. Or the...
Anyway, somewhere in the southeast too, more than 4 officers were killed manning an INEC office, and the place was still burnt. So the number of officers present does not really matter. When these guys moving on their targets, I believe they're moving with certain precisions that gives them the upper hand. It's unfortunate.
Surprise attack.
Yeah, the surprise attack. But why one will keep questioning the ability of police to actually provide security with these occurrences? This thing is happening in the southeast. We have police formations in the southeast. It has become obvious. It is in the same region that you cannot come out on a Monday. The police has not been able to maintain law and order and say citizens come out and give adequate protection. INEC offices have been attacked. Individuals have been attacked. Government offices have been attacked. And then the police has not been able. So it's obvious that the ability of the police to provide security in this region is questionable. Having said that, shouldn't we also talk to ourselves as Nigerians? Why these attacks? What will it really achieve? To what end? When you attack INEC office, you kill a policeman, a fellow Nigerian, possibly an Igbo brother. Then you burn down the place. And then we still have some people from the same region believing that a certain person is the best for Nigeria and should be supported to win. If you disturb the election, how do you achieve that? So you discover that there are so many contradictions when it comes to what is happening in the Southeast, so much so that it has become a topic you approach with utmost caution. The intention of these attacks are unclear. But one thing is clear. These are actions being taken by people who are patriotic. People who don't love Nigeria for what it is. And they cannot love any country created out of Nigeria eventually. These people will carry on in the same manner. After a little aggression, they will unleash terror on fellow Nigerians. It is unfortunate that this policeman was killed, but reading through the release by the police that they have launched a manhunt, they're always launching manhunts. And I'm sure this is going to become one other case we are waiting to be resolved. And for how long we'll wait, we really cannot say. But the security situation in the Southeast would need to improve. We are approaching a general election. We must give people, especially voters, the confidence to come and vote. Otherwise, there will be voter apathy. People will stay away from the polling units. It will just take one...
And that will affect the projection for 2023, CKN.
Of course.
Because right now, more than before, a lot of Nigerians are poised. They want to vote. They want to exercise their franchise. Some will leave Lagos to go to their villages or to go to wherever their polling units, is. Yeah. So, insecurity, we cannot tolerate this kind of behavior.
In as much as I agree with Dari to the large extent, but the spite of insecurity is not limited to the Southeast alone. That we must say for a fact. This weekend, a Reverend Father was killed in Niger State. In fact, the news coming in is that this afternoon, people from that area mobilized and went to burn the police station in that in that community. The police station in that community where that reverend was killed has been burned down. There has not been any press release from the police. Maybe they will still issue. That happened today.
But second, directly we're talking about
No,
the
I'm
INEC
coming.
office.
No,
Okay.
I'm
Offices
coming.
around the...
Yes, I'm coming. There's also been a high level of insecurity, even in the northeast, in the northwest. Every region has its own security challenge now. That is what is happening. There is one that is peculiar to the northeast. Sure. There is one that is peculiar to the northwest. There is one that is peculiar to the southeast. That of the southeast is some miscreants masquerading as freedom fighters or whatever, who don't want election or who have, for whatever reasons. Initially, they say it was, some of them say it was because of Nnamdi Kanu. But now Nnamdi Kanu himself has come out to say, you cannot be fighting for your right and still killing your own people. Does it make any sense? Does it make any sense? You are fighting for your right and also inflicting some kind of adversary on your own people. And it's telling you. Now, going to the issue of INEC. Within the last 4 years, about 50 INEC offices have been burnt across Nigeria. 11 was in Imo State, where I come from. 11 in Imo State.
Alone?
No, alone. Now, the one that happened in Enugu, few days ago, Enugu South local government, where the policeman was killed, and I have been sent out with that number. We start trying to have a kind of excuse for the police. But the question I've asked myself, can the police we have presently, can they man every INEC offices, every INEC post?
Across the 774 local governments.
You say 700, we have more than 774. If you look at what is happening, Lagos, we have more than 7, yes. We have more than necessary local government. You have SCDC. Yes. Some other states have also created. You understand? Although not recognized by the Constitution. But those places are also going to be manned. And I've asked myself, especially moving to the Southeast now, can't the people of the Southeast, can the governors of the Southeast, can the leaders of the Southeast borrow what is going on in the Southwest, which is the safest region in the whole of Nigeria, with the introduction of Amotekun? We have been talking of local vigilante, we have been talking of state policing and the rest of them. The introduction of Amotekun in the Southwest has hurt a lot because it is not everywhere the police can be. These local vigilantes can also man some of this infrastructure, and that is what we have. You know, where we were talking last week, but when Mojida and I were talking here, and I told you the problem that we had on the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway. You remember vividly. Where I said, sometimes I say there was a lot of kidnapping on that express. But what did they do? They mobilized Amotekun. They mobilized police and other security. You cannot drive more than 10 minutes along the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway without seeing Amotekun, without seeing police. And so the issue still boils down to the leaders of the Southeast, the governors of Southeast. Let me give you a classical example. On Saturday, the house of the spokesperson of CUPP was burnt. Ugo Chinyere, Ikenga.
Is a candidate
in one of the political parties. And I couldn't believe it when I saw the reaction of the governor of the state. What did he say? The governor of my state. What he said was that, the information got to him, security report, that the guy had an understanding with those who didn't want the election to hold, and since he has now decided to go and participate in election, they are now coming after him. That was the statement by the governor of Imo State, Hope Uzodimma. It's on tape. And I asked yourself, as a governor, you got that report that the man was busy, and there's going to be, what step did you take? Did you report to DSS? Did you report to the police? Did you do all what was necessary? So it is going to be a big challenge for the people of the Southeast. If you continue, you remember what happened in Anambra State before the election, where it was said that election will not hold in Anambra State. But the leaders have to come together and put down their feet. We are going into a crucial election where every vote must count. But if any region on its own decides to start dancing to the gallery and say, oh, well and good. But for me, as somebody that is from the Southeast, I'm not happy at all with all. And the chairman of INEC have raised the question that if this, what is going on is not good enough for us, because I will tell you that some INEC officials were killed, even in Imo State, during the distribution of voters' card and the rest of them. Some of them took to their heels. The security agencies have to be, and it is more difficult now because you know why? We had successful election in Ekiti. We had in Osun and the rest of them. Why it was much easier for us? It was easier for us to deploy 30 policemen to Ekiti. And some of those,
scatter
the election. How will you be able to disperse it for a 29 states during the election? That is going to be the problem.
All right.